Morning, even afternoon, TimTheTatman. We got a banger for you today, baby. Sometimes I ponder to myself, how long can I really stream for? I'm 31 years old, got a lot of young bucks coming up that are 16, 17, 18 years old. They're all twisted on 500 milligrams of caffeine. I'm an old man. What you got for you here is me kind of talking about what I think my next steps after streaming would actually be. Now, I'm not saying this is coming anytime soon, but it's a question now that I'm getting older, have a family that I kind of think about. If you enjoy this, drop a like on it, share it with a friend. If you're not subbed here, hit the sub button as well. All right, be sure to tell somebody you love them, okay? I'll catch you in the next one. 25 from Boomer, what's up, Tim? Big fan. FYI, you're not old, young buck. I'm a 39-year-old gamer with 2 kids. I feel like I'm 39, literally. I'm turning 32 next year, bro. I sometimes think about this, chat. Like, how long do you think I stream for, realistically? Because obviously, streaming just kind of, you know, it's really kind of taken flight, I guess is the word I'll use. And it's turned into like a very mainstream thing now, where it's like, oh, you're a streamer, and a lot of people know what that is now. But like, realistically, what age am I too old to be streaming? Because compared to a lot of video game players and people that just stream right now in general, I am on the older end of the scale, and that's facts. I'm 31, and you got a lot of these guys and girls out there that are, I mean, what, 16, 17, 18 years old? They're like kids, literally. I mean, it's like some of them are, you know, so young, and then you got me, I'm 31, and I'm like, how long? What's the longevity on something like this? People ask me like how long I think I'm going to stream for, realistically, and I don't know the answer to that. And so, I mean, me personally, I'm 31 right now. My brew is 2, right? 2.5. If I'm here for another, God, bro, I'm here for another 10 years. I will be 41 years old. My son will be 12. It's like, is that kind of the time for it? I think about that, and I love streaming. I'm very grateful, you know, that you all love watching as well. One interesting thing that I often think about is when people ask me how long I'll be streaming. I mean, I guess the answer is as long as people keep coming back watching, right? I mean, and one of the most interesting things, and I always talk about this, bro, with streaming, is like, you all grow older with me. You know what I mean? Like, when I first started streaming, I was 22, like 8 years ago now, literally. Almost a decade, actually, come to think of it. When I first started, I was 22 years old. And a lot of you might have been, you know, 14, 15. Some people were 13 watching me, right? And now those guys and girls that were 13, those kids are now like 21, 22. So it's like, you're all getting older with me. So that's a very interesting thing to think about, because it's like, it's almost like the community and everything kind of rolls in and develops together. You know what I'm saying? I sometimes think about randomly, just like, okay, you know, how much longer can I stream for, and what would be the next thing that I do, right? And I have no idea. I have no clue. And that's part of it, is just like, well, then I guess that means I'm doing the right thing, because I don't want to do anything else, right? It's like, I mean, this is like a dream job for me to be able to do. So it's like, I guess I'm in the right thing at the right moment, because there's nothing else that's really going to, like, after streaming, I don't know what I would do, man. Literally, just, I mean, raise a family, and, you know, and we're investing, obviously, and just let the money make money, and you retire, I guess. I don't know, but it's like, what do I do if I'm retiring? You know, I got nothing. I mean, I'd probably just play video games, literally. At least now I have an excuse to go play video games. Frick. Imagine if I retire and I still try and play video games as much as I do. Alexis would kill me. But anywho, I sometimes think about the next step and what's to come, but as of right now, I still love streaming, and everyone keeps watching, and I appreciate you all watching. So as of right now, I'm happy, and I'm excited to see where we end up. I don't know. We'll kind of see what happens. A lot of people say podcast, and my thing with a podcast, this is going to sound so stupid. Is it weird that I think a podcast is like, isn't that too much work? Because then, like, so bro, to run a podcast, guys, like, I gotta find people to like come on my podcast and stuff like that. Like, that's a whole, like, there's no way I could podcast while I'm also streaming, because streaming already takes up a good amount of time as it is, much less if you podcast. You know what I mean? If that might be, maybe you're right. Maybe if I'm finally done with streaming years from now, right? Hypothetically, let's say I'm like 40. like a decade from now. And I'm like, all right, I think I'm good. I've streamed enough, right? Maybe then I'm like, all right, let's try and do a podcast, see how it goes. Because a lot of people have already said they'll watch my stream. I mean, my whole second YouTube channel, right? TimTheTatman 2 is just me talking and reacting. That's it. And there's a lot of subscribers to that. There's a lot of people that like that. You know what I mean? So it's and people would love to see like with me and Nick kind of a thing. People would love a podcast with him and I, but it's an interesting thing to think about. I do think if I were to do a podcast kind of a thing, that would definitely be a next step. That would be a potential for a next step for me, I guess. But like, if you run a podcast, you're gonna bro, like, do I have a team that finds people to do it with me or something? I don't know how that works. I mean, I don't run a podcast, so what do I know? Someone in chat goes, acting. No, bro, that's probably way more work than I'm already doing. Are you kidding me? I have done little like commercials and stuff, chat, and I tell you what, I have so much respect for actors and actresses and the amount of work that goes into commercials and doing and movies, homie. I had no idea anything. I've had like a snippet of it. I've never been in a movie or anything like that by any means, but I've done a couple commercials here and there, right? And I have experienced that. And even that, like a commercial, something that's not very, very long, it takes forever. It's crazy. So I don't think I would want to, not to mention, I'm not a very good actor. I'm not very good. I don't think so. I don't know. I think about it sometimes, dude. I do. Like, what's the next step for me and how long am I actually going to do this for? And as of right now, I'm still very much still enjoying it. And you all are still watching. Thank you all for watching, by the way. So right now, this isn't something in the near future that's going to change, but there are times that I'll just kind of sit and ponder like, okay, what would be the next thing? And it's an interesting thing to think about for sure. But as of right now, I think we're good with streaming. For now. You know what I mean? I don't come here for gameplay. I like watching Tim because he's funny. Maybe you should consider stand-up comedy. You know what's funny about that? What's your name? SHY, Shy. You know what's funny about that, bro? My whole life, people have told me, Tim, you're so funny. You're so comedic. Have you ever considered stand-up comedy?
Stop talking, 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 stop talking.
Whips, I think we're getting a little too comfortable with the text to speech. I think we're getting too comfortable.
Didn't ask plus ratio.
I have one employee and I can't keep him in line. Got one employee, can't keep the guy in line. I don't know. Guess I'm a bad boss at the end of the day. Hey, Whips, that's my clip. You're not tweeting it. Mine.
You're fat and bald, lol.
You know what I was going to do? I'm serious about this. I was going to say 10,000 likes and I won't finish the joke. I was going to do that. And I was going to see how bad people really didn't want me to finish that joke, truly. That's what I was going to do. I'm dead serious. I was going to be like 10,000 likes. I won't finish it. You know what I mean? Just to see how bad you guys really don't want to hear that joke. That's what I was going to do. And see if you actually got, and probably ironically, you probably would have got to 10K, to be honest with you. Okay, guys, you don't have to get 10K. I'm not going to say the joke. Thank you.
Like the stream and Tim is going to grow hair.
Whips, what did that say? I was like talking over it when you first started. Do it again.
It said to like the stream if you want Kevin to have an amazing, fantastic day.
Oh. 25 for a while. Yo, been a while. Love how funny you are. You ever think about doing stand-up comedy? No, I haven't. Thank you for 25. 25 for a while. Tim, watch for a while. Love how funny you are. I just read the same dono that I just read. Thank God you didn't. Even my top D doesn't want me to finish that today, bro. Okay. That's... All right, chat, I'm not trolling here. This is $250 from Montana. The message is this. Finish the joke, Tim. Guys, my top D wants me to finish it. What do I do? Guys, he gave me $250. I gotta finish it. He gave me $250,000 literally to finish the joke. And it's such a great joke. Just wait for another dono. Well, that timing was impeccable. 251 from Zohan. All he said was no. All right, well. Hey, Montana, for what it's worth, bro, I appreciate that you think I'm funny, and thank you for that. Zohan 251, and he said no. This guy won 5K at the casino the other day. He's almost giving me 1,000. Our hero. Okay, that is a bit extreme, guys. It's not like I'm our hero. Are you guys serious, dude? like I'm trying to like beat you up or something, bro. You guys are so stupid. Hey, Zohan, for real, thank you for the 251. And Montana, thank you for the 250. But more importantly, man, thanks for thinking I'm funny. 25 from Alp. Finish the joke, Tim, or yeet Kevin. Alp, that was 25, bro, and they're giving me 250, bro. That's a different level here, all right? But thank you for 25. And the thing is, one thing that's very interesting to think about. I got $300 from Viking, and he said, finish the joke, Tim. I'm not trolling. Guys, I got to do it. You know, chat, it's so funny that you think I'm funny, because my whole life, everyone always told me, Tim, I mean, it's literally like I'm getting like tag teamed here. Like Whips just cut me off until Zohan did 500. And he goes, Tim, I like your jokes, but we got to find out a new one. Okay, dude. Okay. All right. I don't know other jokes, guys, because I'm not that funny. Thank you for your $500. Hey, listen, Viking. I would do stand-up comedy, but I'm too fat. I didn't say the joke. I didn't say it, bro. Technically. Thank you for your 300, man. I'm sorry. I really wish you guys like my jokes, bro.